Okay, so I'm currently roughly at the bottom of my arena. So I'm gonna see how far I can get in about 2 hours with Prince Cycle. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, I've got this sped up to 2 times, so that's why things look a bit off. Now then, I'm doing this as a voiceover a couple days in advance, well, a couple days after, so excuse me if I'm a bit shocked about what happens. So I take the first tower pretty easily, and I start immediately cycling back to Prince. And a couple of the cycle cards start getting some good hits in, and they place down Bandits, which is why I packed Skarmy. It's pretty good elixir, and you know, I can use it to cycle. And then I start kind of panicking when they place Royal Giant, but and yeah, I think that was a Skarmy, so I just immediately take that, and Dark Prince gets shredded, and Prince gets the charge off, and that is game. Next battle. And we're into the second match. So I'm gonna eventually start doing these as just screenshots of how the matches go, because long story short, I get a lot of matches done in 2 hours. So yeah, and I take the first tower with relative ease, and then I'm starting to do some decent damage there, and I start getting notifications from Clash of Clans. And then I realize, hey, Baby Dragon exists, that's a problem. But eventually, they don't do enough damage, and I win the match. But it was pretty close that time. And we get our first reward, so I vastly prefer these guys, so I'm going to nab the Royal Recruits. So yeah, I'm just going to do this as a voiceover for now. I start winning a bunch of matches, getting 3 crowns, but then eventually I start lagging, and I lose that match. Then I end up winning the next match and getting 3 crowned and hee 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 hard the next time. And then I start winning a couple more matches, and before I know it, I am so close to the next arena. Although now I'm starting to notice that I am losing fights. Win that one, win that one. However, I do start losing, so I decide I'm going to switch back to my main deck. So I go into a couple matches, win the first one, lose the next, and before I know it, I start losing. Alright, so I'm starting to lose quite a bit, so I'm probably just going to head into one more match and then call it quits. And I get 3 crowned.